Greetings everyone, and Grade here for another H-Pars 4 replay. Small on the south side as the green Absid Dynasty with 3D Breel. On the north side as the yellow Rus with Kill Jardy. We have a Rus player on the field, so let's switch out Cast of Vision, select the Rus player, and keep an eye on the scouts. Does find the boar and one of his opponents' deer deposit. Green scout pushing his way forward. Both players will miss this deer deposit. Yellow will find this one here. Let's see, the other deer deposit for this player is back here. Green does not appear going for a secondary scout. He's going to make do with the one. And he will find his opponent's deer deposit here. So yellow so far has found two. This scout is moving around. This one won't be found anytime soon. Nope, but you have a secondary green scout on the field. And yellow scout may find this secondary or primary deer deposit for green. Green scout is shortly behind him. He will spot the deer now, find some of the sheep as well. Does take kill one of the deer, green did. Yellow only killed off one. And only killed off two of those deer. Oof. And he will run to some... Wait. Didn't he? He's also killed off some of the sheep, didn't he? Yeah, it looks like both. He even got both of the sheep that was behind Yellow's scout as well. I didn't realize that. I was more focused on the plus 10 gold. Yellow does find a deer wolf here. Does kill the wolf, and will be scout versus scout. Getting some good damage there. Falls back to the wounded one. That scout aggressively pushed forward and gets picked off there a little bit foolishly. And green will take time to kill off this wolf as well. Right now, yellow did find 210 trade bounty. Just needs a little bit more to get out to tier 3 or tier 2. Maybe killing off a boar wouldn't be half bad for that. But both boars are pretty off the side, and this one's not really convenient for yellow, and be very dangerous to go for this one, though this one could result in higher reward in the deer. So if he does go for a secondary town center there, he will definitely get out wooden forces to go along with it. Got now the Kremlin on deployment field. Let's back out of Cast of Vision, or back to Cast of Vision. The Rus player is definitely eyeing for a secondary town center. Military wing now deployed on out by the Absid Dynasty player. Ah, there's a missing spearman, isn't there? Not sure where that spearman... Oh, there it is. Lagging behind, his friends abandoned him. He will take out this wolf there, which actually is not bad for green. Denies that to be cleaned up by yellow. Now let's go for boot camp. Dirt cheap upgrade, very useful. Most times it feels like that Absid players tend to go for a fast castle. We've got a lot of housing being deployed in the field. He needs 4 more structures built in order to get out the Golden Age tier 1, which is one of the best economic benefits in the entire game. Secondary towns that are being built there to ensure the gold deposits remain secure, and with the nearby Kremlin, there's a lot of defense here. 15, 7, and 8, so there's 30 villager stores in this region. So you can place this farm economy in this region, and they will have a safe place to hide away. You could perhaps deploy a paramilitia to help keep these guys at bay. He's going to push forward. He's not going to kill a villager. Villager's heading over to the wood deposit now. Secondary town center now being built out over here. Scout will find it. He will set it ablaze. One piece of straw at a time. Green scout almost goes down, and yellow scouts have to run away because they will be picked off by the town center.
ما حاجتك؟ سأفعل.
These players now playing some archers, maybe defensively. Got another archer range there. So we got archery rangers. I don't think it's going to be aggressive with them. Though he's not really stockpiling resources to age up. Wooden Fortress is in range of the lumber camp, so he is getting some good wood drop off. Camping this deer deposit there. He may be supplying a small number. No, 2 archer ranges would not suggest a small number to clear out that force. 2 archer ranges suggest he's going to be offensive. Sure, if he was aging up in the meantime as well, while building both those archer ranges, suggests that he will go for horse archers. But 2 archer ranges suggest he is going to apply some aggression. His one's going to be counted out with some stables, very good. Archers and spearmen taking some damage. The scouts trying to shank them. There's some palisade walls there, but he can at least engage the villagers near at that gold deposit. Now it's taking time to collect up the deer here. He also going for survival techniques. Going for these berries as well. Not a great source of food, but it's a source of food. We do also got a camel archer in the field. He was expecting early nights, but it's simply not the case. Scout trying to stop the horsemen. Going for a wooden fortress here. Camel Archer takes some damage. Camel Archers are relatively expensive. Got a Paramilitia here to help engage the horsemen. Camel Archers do cost 1 or 230. Scout down, not big surprise. Now the boar is being claimed as well. Some of the villagers are quite damaged, but the boar does get gored. Wooden Fortress fires away. You can also go for a castle turret to get increased damage on those wooden arrows. Two militia have already died from dysentery. Or heart attack in 6 seconds. They should really take a heart attack medication. Vulture Wing now being deployed on out. Exile is now complete. Got these forces moving around. Wooden Fortress being upgraded with the arrow slit. And plus there's plenty of trees nearby, so a lumber camp would be half bad there as well. The hunting camp does find 30 trees. A trade house being pulled out right there. That's a pretty good spot for it. Maybe a little bit farther forward would be better, because some of the trees are chopped down over here. By the way, that should net him at least maybe close to 250 gold per minute. Culture Ring now being almost completed. When he gets Culture Ring, he can always go for Boot Camp and go for Mass Gilams. Gilams are pretty good. The Absent Dynasty Gilams. One of the best, honestly one of the better heavy infantries in the entirety of the game. They do quite well. Cam archers do fall back. And now I've got the preservation knowledge research, making his research cheaper. Very handy indeed. And now I do also have the Castle Watch upgrade to make sure so you can see better. Monastery being pulled on out, trying to collect the relics. Both players are on Castle Wage. We do see an Imam on the field, 2 Lancers on the build queue as well. 1 Warrior Monk, and some other forces, of course. 2 more Lancers on the field. Villagers collecting some wood over here. Got some palisade walls complete. That's an opening there upon an oversight. These spearmen will be picked on off. They're still Dark Age spearmen. Got these forces pushing way forward. These forces pushing their way back. Collecting the last of the boar there. Not sure how much food's left. I'm trying to click on it. But hard to click on it, honestly. Yep, down to about 170 remaining, so not a lot of food remains on that boar. Not a lot of meat on the bones. Good number of camel archers are being deployed on out. His one, the Ruse player is eyeing for a good number of horsemen, so the camel archers will find the camel unease debuff. There's the archer research. He can always go for composite bowman to make his archers even better. Does find a lancer there, and archers. Horsemen will take out these spearmen. Yellows should win out this fight, no problem. 6 side being captured by the Imam. Got 1 relic claim for both sides. Warrior Monk finds opening, picks up the relic. Got the wooden fortress garrison of something. With villagers, try and go for another hunting cabin here for some berries. Right now, Yellow's army of 25 versus the army of 34. 35. And more archers pushing their way forward. And now Green's making his way forward, looks like. We do now have another wooden fortress here. There's a good number of villagers in the region. This, of course, does have the castle watch, so should be able to see this no problem. He can start rotating his army around. Another relic picked on up. Both sides pick up a second relic. The last relic on the map is safely in Yellow's territory. Second site being past decaptured by the scout. Wooden fortress is firing away. They provide a decent defensive point for Yellow. Over here, horsemen do find opportunity to engage in the backline units, pick off perhaps the lancers and archers. The lancer, of course, are very resilient. They may not pick those off. Horsemen now withdrawing. Still a couple of camel archers on the field, provide a debuff. There's still middle age camel archers. They still offer good damage, but there's not great fire support. Pushing way forward, crossbows and archers are now engaging. The crossbows need to make sure they hit those lancers. Some spearmen on the field, but we've got composite bowmen here, and looks like they're on point taking out the spearmen, as well as they're doing decent work against those horsemen. The Ruse archers are starting to get overran. Got the 2 wooden forces here, one upgraded arrow set, the other one's unupgraded. One villager does go down. Camel lancers could be focused on there, try and go for a battering ram quickly. Yellow's basically having no military force in the field, going for a pair of mangonels. At the circle summoning dance of the battering ram. And there is the battering ram now engaged in the wooden fortress. Wooden fortress takes some fire. Mangonel pushes the way forward. Maganel rolls a pretty big whiff there. We got now some militia pulling him out. Wooden Fortress takes some damage. Trying to overrun the Maganel now. The Maganel's going to be just fine. Lancers will be picked on off. Being focused down by the archers. And being repaired on up. Wooden Fortress is getting now set in place. He tries to withdraw the villagers from it. It's not critical to keep that alive. Maganel finds a good hit there. Another Maganel pulling out. Getting more hits. Horsemen and militia would quickly take out the other battery ram. He will actually try to save this Wooden Fortress repairs. Now these forces falling back. The formation move brought them a bit too far forward. And this Wooden Fortress, the one that's upgraded with 2 upgrades, will be saved. The other one does go down, but is unupgraded. Now being rebuilt as well. Militia do die from a heart attack. Oh, that stress of battle really got to them. And right now, the Rus player still has 13 military units versus his opponent's 47. That's not good. He does have, of course, 3 Maganels, which is very, very good. But Abbasid players do have access to free improved siege engineers, so you can pull out some Springolds on the front line, no problem. Let's take a look at the Rus player trade bounties. He does have trade bounty tier 2, still pretty far away from tier 3. High Trade House right now is providing 200 gold per minute. Now greatly increase once you get a tier 3 trade bounty. We do not have Boyar's Fortitude being researched. Down here, we do have these crossbows being engaged. Crossbows will get wiped out. These palisade walls are not complete just yet. Lancer charges way forward. And all these forces will take out this Wooden Fortress, mostly just bypassing it. More outposts going on up. Villagers push me forward, maybe I'm for a keep. He does have enough stone for a keep. And it's a good amount of gold and stone here. There's the keep, and there's the mining camp. The Wooden Fortress may have vision of these units. If he does, yep, he does. Push his way forward. We'll see a massive hit here. Let the Maganels engage first. It did not. If he would have let the Maganels get a volley off, he could have wiped out a good chunk of those archers with a good volley. Lancers moving around. Villagers a little bit too exposed there. Lancers charging his way forward. Does get to the town center there. Some militia being brought on in. Those are trying to get out into the town centers. One single side has been decaptured. More men-at-arms, more militia. Oh, he also has another Wooden Force over there. So there's actually a large amount of garrison space around here. And unlike outposts, Wooden Fortresses already come up with the increased health. There's no fire armor. They're great for villager storage. Speaking of which, some of these villagers are going down. Got decent force here, going for some barracks as well. A couple crossbows are here to engage these lancers. Got some more lancers over here, almost dead. Doesn't have vision of them. Does know about those 2 lancers. Because he does have vision of them. I almost like he deleted that one. Got some horsemen over here trying to engage these villagers. More walls going on up. Or a couple trebuchets now pulling out to engage some keeps. Villager does go down there. Imam there is kept at the sacred site. There's a Maganel that could stone him to death. We do now have the trade wing being researched and also eyeing for the camel armor. Green does have a good amount of walls in the field, so going for a handful of traders would not hurt him. This is his opponent. For more trade. Or not more trade. More farms. Ugh. Green's push by 4, getting some damage on these villagers. Lancers getting some good hits around those villagers. Archers and crossbowmen falling back. Trebuchet's now engaged in the keep over here. The keep has taken some damage. Outpost there, as well as a lumber camp. Keep taking some severe damage. Elite archer on the way for the Absid player. You know, I actually didn't see the Rus player age up. Got the high armory now deployed in the field. Horsemen now being cleaned on up. Maganel's being cleaned up by the Spring Golds. Spring Gold engage Spring Gold. You can throw a volley into this keep of the Maganels, hitting the villagers. Villagers can take a pretty good hit there, and the keep does take up the keep. Good hits there on both the spearmen with the Maganels, but volley better hit the ranged forces. Now looking in for the ranged forces, massive volley gets a pretty good cleave through them. Lancers try and push way forward and engage. He may get one more shot off, one at least. Some Schultz now be pulling field. Now I got a Rus keep here. There's still 5,000 gold here for either player playing. And Absid player is going for some Culverins. Do now have more Maganels being pulled up by the Rus player. So it's 2 trebuchets and 3 Maganels. Over here, these crossbows being picked off by the keep. Some of these barracks are going down as well. Barracks take some damage. Barracks does go down. Barracks taking some pretty good damage. One villager does get picked off by a Culverin. Wooden Force takes some damage. Got the keep here. One Maganel, Spring Golds, and Trebuchets. Villagers not taking some hits. Definitely gets those villagers inside the keep. All 3 single sites captured up by Green. Villagers now get inside the keep. Got a good number of whoops. Good number of crossbowmen here, as well as a good number of Streltsy. 3 Culverins in the field. Made us a little bit too many. Hamlancer now engaging the Spearmen. No, this is not a Spearman. Horseman. Blah. Culverin does go down. The Culverins have 12 range. Does he have the? He does have the slightly increased range Spring Golds. Very nice. Some of these villagers are starting to grab some of these Spring Golds as well. Does not push way forward. When the Spring Balls do go down, Culverins do get 4 shot. It does increase health upgrade. The Spring Ball goes down. There's one more shot into him. No village nearby to repair it up. He's starting back on off. His archer's being overran by the horsemen. Culverins getting pretty wounded there. Village not repairing up the Culverins. Elons can't do much versus those Streltsy. Now the Culverin does go down, losing a good number of them. He still has one a few. 2 more on the build queue. Horsemen starting going down there. It's going to get interrupted by these structures. That one barracks does go down, going for another keep here. He's flying some progression. AI needs to be captured the Sacred Site. After all, there's a Sacred Site victory countdown against him. Still has 5 minutes remaining, but it's still quite a bit of progress made on the Sacred Site victory. These players are doing a good job maintaining good army size. The Abyssal Dynasty have 34 military units versus 62, has half the value as well. Streltsy are high quality, to say the least, and very effective at what they do. Gold deposits almost cleaned on up. Barracks almost down. Got a good number of Schultz in the front line, starting to get overran. Do they still have melee attack? They still have a melee attack. Don't know if that's actually ever used. Or it's just leftover stuff. By the way, do now have the Streltsy starting to get overran by the Gilons. Over here, got the Camel Riders getting some good damage. Falling back to his own keep. Crossbow's taking some hits there. He does not have the elite crossbow, but it's a good idea not to go for any more crossbows. We do also have a number of horsemen hitting some of these traders. Very nice. I wonder how much... He has 12, or a good number of traders on the field. Don't know how many he does have. 12. Does he have any, not even the basic research. Go with this basic research. Dirt cheap and will give him plus 25% more effectiveness on his traders. That's a big oversight, I would say. Losing out a lot of income there. Gonna break through these gates or walls. Culverins gets good shots there. Six-side victory, 3 minutes. He might as well decapture that. Fort Architecture is now being researched by the Abyssal Dynasty player. They're capturing up this Sacred Site. Push way forward. Another Spring Guard does go down. This Culver, one of his Culverins is quite wounded. There goes another unit. Ooh, these guys are taking some severe damage. Swords taking some damage. Bruce Army has taken some losses there. The Abyssal player does have decent force. Camel Riders are very effective units since they are classified as light and not heavy. It's actually pretty hard to counter them. The only thing that can really counter them is Spearmen. There's no light, anti-light melee cavalry unit. We do got a decent number of hand cannoneers on part of the Abyssal Dynasty player. While they're not as cheap as Streltsy, they do have the benefits of Boot Camp, giving them additional 50% health, making them a little bit higher quality. He does also have chemistry research. The Ruse player does not have chemistry research at the moment. It's Oh yeah, it's right up there. Also got the lightweight beams being researched. Doesn't have siege engineers to make use of the fast construction time. All ones have 20 armor at the most, so the Streltsy will do some good damage against them. Yeah, these forces moving around. And there's a good number of traders here that could go down. Got some camera riders moving around to engage. Camera riders do bonus damage to cavalry as well as siege. They also attack speed's pretty good. Horsemen's attack speed are significantly slower. Additionally, those camel riders have what, 7 armor, 8 armor right now. 8 armor. And so those horsemen will do a lot less damage. They would do about 5-7 damage per strike, and camel riders have really high health as well, so horsemen is going to be hard countered by those camel riders. Villagers are getting gunned down there. Green does have a decent force here, but this player is going to break on through. Or camel riders have gone down. He does have 23 traders alive. He has gone to this 25% multiplier increase. He can always go for this to give him plus 30% increase. And that really increases traders' effectiveness by 55%. He's also going for the increase the camel armor of nearby infantry units, so that can make his hand cannons have 2-2 armor being nearby a camel rider. It also make his Eloms have English level armor as well as having really high attack speed and health. Streltsy are, however, still causing some issue, but Mangonels are going to counter them. Takes a pretty nice hit there with the Mangonel. That was a massive hit there. He may actually need to get out a monk there just to heal those guys up. He's rebuilt the walls over there, so his trade is safe. The Rus player also has 2,000 stone in storage. He's actively cooking up stone. The Absent Dynasty just getting passive trickle from his relics of the Tithe Barn. He's now going for improved collection rate with the Spice Road trade. Effectively making his Spice Road more effective than the Silk Road of the Mongols. And as well, he always can still go for the economic wing as well to get the additional other research. But at this point in time, not that useful. He's going for trade. The extra 8% resource drop is not super important. And plus 15% extra food collection can be quite nice. But he should have a decent number of farmers in the field. Though he has a lot more onto wood at the moment, so maybe he needs to take half those village off of wood and put them onto food. Because right now, he does have a good amount of resources right now. So maybe not. Rus player also has a good number of resources. Overns get a good volley there. 1 Springald remains. 0 Springalds remain, so the Rus player just lost all those Springalds a bit foolishly. Camera is not charged by forge and hit some of the Rus villagers. Rus player is going for another keep over here, trying to secure up this golden stone deposit. He also has what remains of a large stone deposit. There's a 500 stone remaining. And we do actually have a line of trading posts there. He does not have access to stone walls due to the fact that he has not gone for the landmark to give access to stone walls. We now have an outpost going on up. Or wooden fortress, I should say. Some of the villagers are getting hit here. Should be... Let's get inside the keep there. Keep's arrows should be able to keep these cameras at bay, barring the villagers die. But at this point in time, he may need an eye for traders. He is at max population. Losing villagers while in the pull out a larger military force, and he has decent resource reserve at the moment. So he can afford to lose some villagers. Additionally, he can probably take half his villagers off wood and put them on something else. I wonder the Roost player how much he doesn't have his tier 3 trade bounty just yet. And a good number of these traders are starting to go on down. Also guns down some villagers. Trying to go for another town center here. I'm not sure why he's going for a town center there. He doesn't need the villager production. Yeah, I really don't know why he's going for another town center there. There's not a... I have no idea. Bomb bars firing away. The number of Roost traders going down. He does have a decent amount of resources and to get them replaced. He also collecting a good amount of gold as well. He's got some palisade walls and protect this trade. And he can also perhaps eye for some more hunting cabins to plant the trees. Mangonels get a volley there on the Streltsy, but they mostly dodge that barrage. Mangonels just call over and push way forward. We got some Roost battering rams here. Streltsy takes a nice volley there. Camel Rider's large health has been very useful to help break into those Streltsy. Now his own hand cannoneers push forward. And the Camel Riders, they may not have bonus damage against range units, but at least they have bonus damage against siege. Camel Riders are an excellent frontline unit. Not only can you only counter them with Spearmen as a direct counter unit, they just have so much health. They have 384 health. That is a lot of health. Olo has some research there. Villagers could be inside the garrison or wiped out, one or two. Let's get some damage there. Have some Dynasty players trying to push up into his opponent's space. One's trying to go for more Chelsea, more horsemen. Doesn't really have a whole lot of production field going. He has some spare population space. Camera is trying to engage. No more traders being built. Has not rebuilt his, or has not built any sort of walls. Battering ram's trying to flank around. Try to hit some of this other infrastructure. Cameras to take out those horsemen. You could eye for the Roost player could eye a spearman of his own to engage those camel riders. Rather than trying to go for horsemen, the horsemen just not cutting it. The camel riders right now doing +10 to siege, so they just will report these battering rams no problem. As well as trapped a good number of them right there. Horsemen trying to find some other opportunities to engage. This player probably has a little bit too many villagers. The Moe has 142. Monastery may go down. Battering rams trying to engage some of the markets, but this one's where everything's trading with. Wooden fortress there, as well as some more lumber yards. We start pushing forward with a good number of camel riders. There's a good number of militia I can bring on in if needed as well. 17 charges, that is a good amount. At this point in time, you also may need to get a palisade gate here, a fortified palisade gate, help allow the traders move around. Right now, all the traders are heading to the ruins of the market. How sad. All their friends are dead. Dreltzy gains quick damage on those Camel Riders. Got some hand cannoneers. More horsemen charging forward, as well as some Camel Riders. Spring Guards have gone down, leaving Culver and Bombard. He is building some walls there to keep his siege safe. Imam trying to pick up the relics. He probably could have tried a Wolo there. Culver engaging. Getting credit by villagers. And there goes that Spring Gold, and the Reese player does back the game. Sam Great saying, thank you for watching, and on the next replay.